Good morning, plant lovers. Today I woke up to find a missed call from my mom, and she said to me, "Have you got any parsley? I've run out and I need it for something I'm going to cook today." So guess what? I do have parsley that I grew myself. Now this parsley's gotten so long, if I let go of it, it will flop. So it's definitely time to harvest it. And this is the beauty of growing your own stuff. You've got it on hand when you need it. You don't need to go to the shops. So all I'm going to do is just gather it and cut it. Hopefully you can see that. It's a bit of a barbarian cut, but anyway. Okay, so now I have my own bunch of parsley to give to my mum. And honestly, there's no, and I've got elastic band here so I can just give it to her easily. There is no better feeling than being able to take from your garden. I'm gonna go and give that to my mum right now. And to be honest, if this is watered, this will regrow. I mean, probably won't regrow as bushy as this, but you will still get some parsley out of it. So even though it doesn't look pretty now, the parsley will come up again. And the other point I wanted to make is successional growing. So it's really important when you do something like parsley that you sow seeds like maybe every few weeks, so that you ensure a steady supply of parsley. So if you look here, this plant here is younger than this one. So now, even though I've harvested this, because I've successionally sowed, I've still got parsley, and I've got some somewhere else as well. And then here are some younger ones that I've only recently sowed, and you know, they'll come up later on as well. So I strongly recommend that you sow your own herbs. This would probably cost about 50p in the shop, but it's not just about the money, it's also about the convenience of having it at home. With regards to the parsley, I have a video on how to germinate parsley really easy. Trust me when I tell you that I've tried to germinate parsley without my top tip and it didn't work. Only when you use my top tip will your parsley germinate successfully and in abundance. As you saw, all my parsley is germinated and sprouted. So I'm going to insert that video below, and if you are planning on growing parsley, you must watch that video, because that top tip is the difference between your parsley germinating and it not germinating. And also, one more point before we go, I wanted to show you these recycled cans that I've used. Now what I'm doing, I always usually buy this Turkish cheese variety. So what I'm doing, I'm collecting them so I can have a row of the same can. I think they look really pretty. Otherwise they would have just gone into landfill eventually. I got the idea of recycling cans from Pinterest. There were loads of really nice pictures of herb gardens in recycled cans. I'll insert some. So aside from parsley, I'm also growing rosemary and some dill. Although I've really struggled with dill. This is not the only dill I've tried to grow. I mean, it has been difficult, particularly germination has been a bit difficult. And basil as well. I've also got some mint, but I'm just waiting for another can to be made available. But I think that if you have a shelf in your kitchen or something, that can look really pretty. Currently most of them are outside because the weather's all right, but at some point I am going to have to put a shelf in and probably bring them indoors. Apart from that, I also have this basin full of coriander. There are some older leaves in there, and I've cut from there, and I've also put recently some more seeds in there, so they're going to come up as well. So as I use these, there's some younger ones that can replace it. So that concludes my parsley and herb edition. If you haven't already, please show your love and subscribe. and take care until next time.